the deal. I've already took the two belts off. It's got two belts that go right here that wraps right around this pulley. That way it kind of pulls this big old tub that's on the other side of this shaft right here. And then the motor is down there that operates this pulley, which in turn operates this pulley. We got two bearings here that's going to have to come out. We're going to have to pull those off of this shaft to this big old tub and then pull the tub out of here. What you've got here is adjustment settings. You can either move it in or you can move it out. In other words, to let the dryer go up or down, or to go left or right with the tub. Whenever the tub's got weight in it, it'll warp over time, and those are your two main adjustments. Plus you got these adjustment screws here and here, bolts that you got to hold this thing in place with. So we're going to be taking all this out because our tub is slightly damaged, and we're going to see if we can get it lined back out. I've already started taking the bolts out of this right here. So far on this particular dryer, I've used a wide variety of tools that I will put down in the description box below. This right here is the new Jobsmart set that I just picked up. I'm using them. I'm also using some Craftsman Hyper Tough little odds and ends just to see if they can handle some basic maintenance repair on some commercial equipment this week. Alright, pull that off of there. Finished moving this. I've already used their puller, which is this big beast right here, in order to slide that off here, and I'll use this thing to get those bearings off there too. Sometimes it's kind of easier to do this with two hands, which is why I don't record many of these industrial repair videos that often. I'm going to invest in a camera to where I can record everything that I repair on industrial equipment, so you all can see more tools in action. Let me pull this off, set them down here out of the way, keep up with everything. Now we'll be loosening of these here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and take my big puller here, and I'm going to put it on this shaft, and I'm going to help push the tub and the shaft completely out of these two bearings, and then I'll take these things off. Alright, first things first, you gotta flip these things around here. As you can see, I've already got the set screw out, because these have set screws in the bearings to where it holds it onto the shaft. You gotta get those out of here, and I got one more to take out of this one. For that, I'm using these basic little cheap Hyper Tough hex wrenches right here. Most of the time you refer to them as Allen wrench. Allen wrench is some of the best you could buy, along with ball and tuss, but I like to use the things that I've picked up on this channel just to see if they'll last and give my opinion on them. I went ahead and took these off. Now I'm going to take these off and wait for this damned old boiler bell to quit ringing. Taking the two adjustment bolts out here, and this is what helps kind of push the bearings and the tub left and right as it pushes up against that piece right there. So we're going to go ahead and take all this stuff out so we don't let none of it get too damaged, and we'll adjust it after we get it fixed up. Our big puller there done got it half of the way off, so we just slide it the rest of the way off here and pull this out of our way and get to the next one. Nice greasy job as always. It's gonna need a new bearing, it looks like. And there's one down. Bearing definitely has seen better days. Now we got two more 15/16 to go, otherwise the 24 millimeters, and get this one off next. Better than a slide hammer, I guess. Our shaft is done. It's cleared. As you can see, the top half, the faceplate, all that's out of the way here. So now we're ready to take apart this tub right here. See, there's two coils for the steam to go in. This is the tub itself. and essentially it's warped. The shaft is warped, and you got to get it perfect whenever you put it in here, and all those adjustments need to be perfect, or we've got a warp somewhere between number A right here and number B right here. So we're going to take it out, take these big old threaded rods out here, put some shims under them, try to line them up a little bit better and get it fixed for this place. So we got it halfway out here, as you can see. Now here is the plate. This is a newer plate. It broke completely in half. It's in pretty bad shape. So what we did was we hired somebody to re-weld it, put a brand new plate on the back half of this and try to line it up, but it's still a little bit warped from the original break. So we're going to take some shims here and put underneath these. Maybe then it'll help. Okay folks, I was going to show you every little thing that I was going to do, but if you notice on that tub in the previous section of the video, I basically took the fasteners off and I made some shims to go in behind it, and then I had to put the tub back in, put all this stuff together, you know, 1 or 2 times in order to be able to make sure it was balanced out correctly, and then it's finally working right. So I have reassembled it. I would show you everything as is, but here's what it looks like assembled, and the tub and everything's working good. So this job is done, aside from sticking this stacker all the way back into the ceiling here, and then this job will be complete. Another happy customer.